So you want to captain the Thunderer. Well, do you like being a glass cannon? Do you have a mission that you need to set fires? And do you like putting ER at the end of a lot of your words? Well then, the Thunderer is for you. Now, if you're new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe. It will mean the world to me, and it's just one simple click down below. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll do a 24-hour stream, and we'll be also doing some giveaways. So make sure that you're subscribed so you stay in the know when I go live. With that being said, let's get into this ship. Now, the history of the Thunderer. Oh boy, it is so packed. It's like the best thing ever. No, I'm just kidding. It is the boringest thing ever. Basically, Wargaming just took up a blueprint design, an L2 battleship design from the 1920s, and voila, there's the Thunderer for you. Pretty much, it was, you know, a on and again, off again project from about 1939 to about 1943. But overall, nothing was laid down, and it was just purely a blueprint design. So, that's the amazing history on the Thunderer. So, what is she like in game? Well, as I kind of hinted at earlier, she is a huge glass cannon. With that being said, she has basically horrible torpedo protection, and she has really, really bad armor. Its only saving grace will be that you kind of have the British heel. It's not going to be as effective as the Conqueror's heel, like basically where you can print a brand new ship, but it's a pretty damn good heel. So, yes, you can take a little bit of damage, and yes, you can repair it, but not recommended at all. And especially with your weak armor scheme, HE spams kill you. Oh my goodness. Either they're going to set you on fire, or they put the IFHE skill on, and oh, it's a miserable time. Miserable. If you are just focus fired. That's why I said this ship is not meant to be a brawler. It is a glass cannon, so you're going to be in the back of the map sniping pretty much, or putting yourself in a position that does not make you the immediate target. But everything seems so bad, right? No, you are completely wrong. The thing that makes this ship so great is the guns. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Oh, 10 out of 10. Would recommend. These guns are super accurate. They're lasers. They're basically lasers. There's not too much dispersion at all, and they're pretty good. Your AP will overmatch 30 millimeters of armor, and your HE shells, oh, the greatest fire chance in the game. Oh. So, this ship is very annoying to other battleships, especially if they decide, oh, I'm gonna angle in so I don't get broadside, so I don't get citadels. Oh, well, I'm on fire everywhere. Alright, well, I want to fire all my guns at the Thunderer. Oh, well, it's got armor piercing, so it will penetrate me. So this ship is really, really good at distance. Once again, you want to stay away from other ships. Your main focus will obviously be battleships. You can use HE to burn them, and you can use your armor piercing to potentially citadel them if they're presenting broadsides to you. This is the best part of this ship, is that you are the guns are such useful. Usually, you know, battleships, you either go straight armor piercing, or you know, like cruisers, sometimes you just go straight HE, but this ship is a blend of both worlds. So if you need to learn how to switch from armor piercing to HE, or making, you know, decisions about that, this is the perfect ship for you to learn in too. Just making the right decision on ammunition. But for the most part, you're going to be focusing down your battleships. Then you want to focus on the cruisers with your armor piercing. Yes, you probably want to still use some HE, depending on the angle of the ships. But for the most part, you can use armor piercing against those cruisers. And those destroyers, ooh, you just destroy destroyers with those lovely, lovely HE shells. So the other good things about this ship is it's got very good maneuverability. So that's kind of like its one saving grace, considering its armor sucks. So it's kind of like a glass cannon that can run really, really fast type of thing. The other thing that's, I guess we can talk about too, because, you know, carriers are a thing. It's got a decent AA you know, decent. It's okay. It's not the best. It's there. It works. You know, there's not there. I mean, no ships no ship can defeat all the airplanes in the world apparently, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay, pretty much. So, if you are still around a cruiser or a U.S. cruiser, they'll still be your best friend against airplanes, basically. But overall, this ship is a very, I would say, overall, very well-balanced ship. It is, as long as you don't go close range. I wouldn't recommend going to close range until, if it's the end of the battle, or you absolutely have to hold a capture point. Because if you don't, if you don't take the advice of staying back, then you are going to be probably one of the first ships destroyed, because HE just ruins your day. You get penetrated so hard from HE spam. It's not even funny, and it's very annoying. So if you have two Smolensk going after you, rip. Or if you have a Seattle and there's just so many combinations that just makes your life annoyed. So that's kind of the only downside to this ship is it can take damage, and yes, it could technically repair some of that damage, but if you just keep constantly barraging it, you're not going to survive at all in this ship. Alright, so the next part, let's talk about those captain skills. For the most part, nothing super crazy. I would say probably go with expert loader so that you can switch ammunition a little bit faster. Then obviously you want your expert marksman just to get those guns turning around. The next thing I would say, get that superintendent, because that heal, ooh, beautiful heal. It will just save you in the long run. Now, if you want to be a troll, yes, you can technically get demolition expert. But I mean, you don't need it. Your shells already cause enough fire as is. You don't need it. And finally, the last perk I would recommend is, of course, Concealment, because with that, you can pretty much, you have a really low detection range, which is really good for this battleship. It's pretty hard to spot her sometimes if she's not firing her guns. So with that being said, do I recommend this ship? Heck yes. It's an amazing ship. Use your coal on it. I recommend her. She's probably the next coal ship that will be probably leaving the shop soon. She's been in there for quite some time, so I would imagine Wargaming would be taking her out sooner rather than later. But overall, very fun ship. Highly recommend. It's really good ship to help you train yourself on switching between different ammunitions. If you struggle with that, if you are just mindset, I'm going to use HE the whole entire game, or if I'm using AP all game, this ship will help you out in that aspect. Now, if you made it to the end of the video, I am so glad. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comment section what ship you want to see next on my So You Want a Captain series. And with that being said, please feel free to subscribe. It will be awesome. And with that, hopefully you have a wonderful day, and thanks. Bye-bye.